Hey guys, welcome back to Life Up Education TV. My name is Natsune, I'm your host, and today we're gonna talk about how to be more open-minded. The first one I wanted to talk about is let me teach you approach never works. Here's why. Let me teach you I know better approach never works. You can't control other people's opinions and you shouldn't. Your approach should be always, here is what works for me. I hope it can benefit you. And people should respect each other's opinions because trying to convince someone who doesn't want to believe in what you what you're preaching, only creates conflict and is kind of pointless. People can play at the market and losers can lose. That's how we learn. Don't expect you know it all. You do for you but not for others. You do something for you but not for others. So basically this is the whole sentence is basically to say like you just don't know what's good for the others, right? Like you know what's good for you but you don't know what's good for the others, what works for the others, and you can't assume or expect that you know the best because you really don't. Like you don't know everyone's life situation, you don't know everyone's life condition, context. These things create each people's demand, and these factors really vary from how you grew up, what you've been through in your life, and it's just uncontrollable. So that's my whole point. Okay, the next one. Have a humility to understand that the world is bigger than you and you are not the center of the universe. Okay, so we're talking about how to be more open-minded, right? So the first one was basically like, look, you don't know what's good for the others. Like, you don't try to assume you know everything. You know the best for anyone else, but like you only know what's best for you, right? And the second thing is basically the same thing. Like, you're not the center of the universe. Everybody has their own shit. Everybody has their own things to care about. Everybody has their own priority. Everybody has their own important things, and they don't have to match with yours because, like I said, the context of life is so different. Take full responsibility in your actions and opinions, and respect the same for others. Let them do them according to their own terms and take their own responsibilities, right? So I think the reason someone can't be open-minded is because it comes from both sides, like lack of accountability. Like when you are okay, when you are willing to take the risk and then the responsibilities comes with the risk, I think by all means it doesn't harm people and the environment around that person. But when that person is not ready to take the responsibility, that's when people around you tend to come in to like stop you from taking the risk because you might cause trouble for other people, right? So I think that's more like a societal and like a little bit bigger picture of like why people should just follow the rule, and you know, be close-minded. Like outside of the rules should be like viewed as like prohibited, right? Because if you can't take the accountability for your action, like no one can. So that's kind of like a truth that you need to understand. Have the ability to think on your own feet. Don't just play by the rules. Understand the context and be able to what makes right. So understand the context and do what makes sense to you, basically. And yeah, this is so true. Like regardless of where that advice comes from, like when I think about this, I actually think about like advices, right? Like, you know, when I talk to some people about my business idea or what I'm doing or whatever, right? Like ask for advice or something. Or sometimes I don't even ask for advice and they just give me advice. A lot of people want to give you advice. For me, it happens to me as well. And my thing is like, as much as I respect their advice, as much as I respect them, like at the same degree, I always understand that none of these people's like exact situation would fit to my exact life. So no one knows me. And I know the best. I know my life the best. So I should be able to know what's best for me instead of like always looking for outside help, because the answer is not there. The answer is inside of me. And definitely I can use the information from outside to like get to that answer for me internally, but I think that in the end of the day, really the answer is always inside of you. Like you need to find your conclusion that works for your specific life situation, for your specific life demand. So that's what I think. But anyway, so today's video was a little bit shorter and I wanted to keep it short, so I'm happy that it's actually shorter. Thank you very much for watching as always. I will see you guys in the next video.